We all crave connection. We long to belong. This desire for connection is a fundamental aspect of being human. From the moment we are born, we seek out relationships and communities that make us feel safe, understood, and valued. This deep-seated human need is at the heart of social identity. Social identity is the way we define ourselves in relation to the groups we are part of. It encompasses our affiliations with family, friends, colleagues, and even larger communities like nations or cultures. Social identity is about more than just the groups we belong to. It's about the roles we play within these groups and the sense of belonging and purpose we derive from them. Whether it's being a supportive friend, a dedicated team member, or an active community participant, these roles shape our identity. It's about how we see ourselves in relation to others. Our social identity helps us understand our place in the world and gives us a sense of direction and meaning. It influences our self-esteem and how we perceive our worth. It's about the values, beliefs, and norms we share with those groups. These shared elements create a sense of unity and cohesion, making us feel connected to something greater than ourselves. They guide our actions and decisions, providing a framework for how we live our lives. It's about the sense of pride and purpose we derive from being a part of something larger than ourselves. This can be seen in the joy of contributing to a community project, the satisfaction of achieving a common goal, or the comfort of knowing we are not alone in our struggles. Social identity shapes our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It affects how we interpret the world around us and how we respond to different situations. Our group memberships influence our perspectives and can even shape our personal values and beliefs. It influences how we interact with others, who we trust, and even how we vote. Our social identity can guide our political views, our choice of friends, and our willingness to engage with people who are different from us. It can be a source of strength and support, especially in times of adversity. When we face challenges, our social groups can provide the emotional and practical support we need to overcome them. They can offer a sense of stability and reassurance in uncertain times. But it can also lead to prejudice and discrimination when we allow our group loyalties to cloud our judgment. When we prioritize our group identity over our common humanity, it can result in conflict and division. It's important to be aware of these dynamics and strive for inclusivity and understanding. Understanding social identity is crucial for navigating the complexities of the human experience. By recognizing the influence of our social identities, we can better understand ourselves and others. This awareness can help us build more meaningful and respectful relationships. It's about recognizing the power of group membership and its impact on our lives and the lives of others. Our social identities can shape our opportunities, our interactions, and our sense of belonging. By acknowledging this, we can work towards creating more inclusive and supportive environments. It's about fostering empathy, compassion, and understanding in a world often divided by difference. By appreciating the diversity of social identities, we can learn to see the world from different perspectives and develop a deeper sense of empathy and compassion. By embracing the richness and complexity of social identity, we can create a more just and equitable world for all. This means celebrating our differences, finding common ground, and working together to build a society where everyone feels valued and included. We are social creatures. From the very beginning of our lives, we are inherently connected to others. This connection is not just a mere aspect of our existence, it is a fundamental part of who we are. From the moment we are born, we are surrounded by others. Our first experiences are shaped by the presence of family members, caregivers, and even the medical staff who help bring us into the world. These early interactions lay the groundwork for our social development. As we grow, we form bonds, create communities, and find our place within various social groups. These groups can range from our immediate family to our circle of friends, and even to larger communities such as schools, workplaces, and neighborhoods. These groups become an integral part of who we are, shaping our self-concept and influencing our values and beliefs. They provide us with a sense of identity and belonging, helping us to understand ourselves and our place in the world. A social group can be as small as a family or as large as a nation. The size and scope of these groups can vary greatly, but each one plays a crucial role in our lives. Whether it's a close-knit family unit or a vast national community, these groups help to define who we are. It can be based on shared interests, beliefs, experiences, or social categories like race, gender, or religion. These commonalities bring people together, creating a sense of unity and shared purpose. Regardless of their size or nature, social groups provide us with a sense of belonging. They offer support, companionship, and a sense of security. Being part of a group helps us to feel connected and valued. They offer a framework for understanding our place in the world. Through our interactions with others, we learn about social norms, values, and expectations. This knowledge helps us to navigate the complexities of social life. Within these groups, we develop a sense of us and them. This distinction helps to strengthen our bonds with those who are similar to us, while also highlighting the differences between us and others. We learn the norms and expectations of our in-groups, the groups to which we belong. These norms guide our behavior and help us to understand what is expected of us in different social situations. We also become aware of the perceived differences between our in-groups and out-groups, the groups to which we do not belong. This awareness can shape our attitudes and behaviors towards others, influencing how we interact with people from different backgrounds. This awareness can be both positive and negative, fostering a sense of solidarity within our groups while also potentially leading to prejudice and discrimination towards outgroups. It's important to recognize these dynamics and work towards building more inclusive and accepting communities. Understanding the role of social groups in shaping our identities is essential. It helps us to appreciate the diversity of human experiences and to recognize the commonalities that unite us. It helps us recognize the influence of group membership on our perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors. By being aware of these influences, we can make more informed choices about how we interact with others. This awareness paves the way for more thoughtful and compassionate interactions with others, regardless of their group affiliations. By fostering empathy and understanding, we can build stronger, more inclusive communities where everyone feels valued and respected. In the end, our social groups are a reflection of our shared humanity. They remind us that despite our differences, we are all connected by our need for companionship, support, and a sense of belonging. By embracing the diversity within our social groups, we can create a more harmonious and inclusive world for everyone. Social identity is not static, it is ever-evolving, constantly shaped and reshaped by the myriad experiences we encounter throughout our lives. It's a dynamic process that unfolds throughout our lives, influenced by the people we meet, the places we go, and the events we participate in. It's a journey of self-discovery, shaped by our experiences, interactions, and reflections. Each moment, each interaction adds a new layer to our understanding of who we are. This journey involves three key psychological processes: categorization, identification, and comparison. These processes are fundamental to how we perceive ourselves and others. Categorization is the first step in forming our social identities. It is an automatic process where we classify people, including ourselves, into groups. We naturally categorize ourselves and others into various social groups based on salient characteristics like age, gender, race, religion, or shared interests. This helps us navigate the complex social world. This categorization helps us simplify the social world and make sense of our place within it. It provides a framework for understanding social dynamics and our role within them. Once we categorize ourselves within a group, we then identify with that group. This identification is more than just a label, it becomes a part of our self-concept. We adopt the values, beliefs, and norms of the group as our own. This process of internalization helps us feel connected and aligned with the group. This identification strengthens our sense of belonging and shapes our self-concept. It gives us a sense of security and community, knowing we are part of something larger than ourselves. We begin to see ourselves as part of a collective, sharing a common identity with other members. This shared identity fosters unity and solidarity within the group. The final step in this process is social comparison. We constantly evaluate our group in relation to other groups. We constantly compare our group to other groups. This comparison helps us gauge our group's status and worth. We strive to maintain a positive social identity by believing our group is superior or at least equal to others. This positive evaluation boosts our self-esteem and group pride. This comparison can lead to positive outcomes such as increased group cohesion and cooperation. When we see our group in a positive light, we are more likely to work together harmoniously. However, it can also lead to negative outcomes such as prejudice, discrimination, and intergroup conflict. When we view other groups as inferior, it can foster division and hostility. Recognizing these stages of identity formation allows us to approach our own identities and the identities of others with greater understanding. It helps us see the underlying processes that shape our social world. It encourages us to examine the biases and prejudices that can arise from social categorization and comparison. By being aware of these biases, we can work towards reducing their impact. Ultimately, this awareness empowers us to build bridges of understanding and connection across social divides. It fosters empathy and respect, allowing us to appreciate the diversity of human experience. By understanding the journey of identity formation, we can create more inclusive and harmonious communities. We can celebrate our differences while recognizing our shared humanity. This journey is not just about understanding ourselves, but also about understanding others. It is about building a world where everyone feels valued and respected. As we navigate this journey, let us strive to be more compassionate and open-minded. Let us embrace the richness of our diverse identities and work together towards a brighter future.